Hi there and welcome to my vlog, which is all about packing made easy. So hopefully really helpful for any of you that are regular business travellers, or indeed if you just need a bit of a hand and some handy helpful tips when packing for your summer holidays. So I've based today's demonstration on just a couple of days away for a business trip. I have here my carry-on case and a selection of my own wardrobe. So just starting first of all by packing a couple of pair of shoes. So the shoes go into the top of my carry-on case. And then I have with me my trusty hair straighteners that go everywhere with me. So I'm also going to pop those just into the top of the case and zip that up. I have here my toiletry bag that's also got a couple of pieces of jewellery in it, but I'll come back to that in just a moment, so I'll leave that there for now. So when packing your clothing, for those of you that wear trousers, I've got a couple of pair of trousers here. Start by popping the upper part of the trouser into the case and leaving the lower part hanging out as I've shown here. I now move on to packing my first skirt. So this is a slight A-line skirt. So start by just laying it onto the case or the bed. I'm just going to tuck in the outside edges to straighten the skirt up. And then what I'm going to do is just start to roll the skirt from the bottom all the way to the top and then place it gently into the case. I have my first top here. Now I have a selection of longer sleeve tops and some shorter sleeve tops. I appreciate the weather's quite warm at the minute, but when I'm working in hotels often they have air conditioning and I do tend to get a little bit chilly, which is why I like to take a selection with me. So I've just folded in both of the sleeves, and again I'm going to roll the garment all the way up and just pop that into the case. So here's another top of mine with a necklace around it, just so that I can mix and match the pieces that I have whilst I'm away. It gives me a few different options of what I can wear, but obviously doing so without taking too many items of clothing with me. So again, I've just folded in the sleeves and I'm rolling up the garment and popping it into the suitcase. So a t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirts are something that I might wear for a bit of downtime. Alternatively, I might wear it for travelling because it doesn't crease, and would be very comfortable for moving around in. So as with the other longer sleeved tops, I've just folded the sleeves in and I'm rolling it up. And of course, the joy of all this is if you understand a bit more about your colour and your style, you can work with just a base neutral, which is what I've done today. I've focused on sort of a camel shade, and I'm confident that the pieces that I have been putting into the case, the print top, the yellow top, the red top respectively, obviously all mix and match with the skirt and the trousers that I have with me. I've taken just two pairs of shoes. Again, both of those will go both with the skirt and with the trousers, so very easily I'm able to mix and match my outfits and get an awful lot of wear out of the pieces that I am taking with me. I have a top here that I might wear out in the evening if I was out for a client meal or entertaining. So I'm going to again just fold the outside edges in and then roll that from the bottom through to the top like so. I have my scarf here, so I would just fold that up very loosely and place that in the case. Now just coming back to the toiletry bag, I would now place that into my case like so. Oh, I've got my necklace, which I would ordinarily would be in my toiletry bag, so I will just pop that into the case. Just tuck that into the corner for ease now. And what you then do once you've finished packing all your pieces, obviously you would add any other items, so might be some Jimmy Jams or a nightie for example sake. Obviously your underwear for your time away, hosiery etc. would need to be added in. But as you can see, or I hope you can see, if I just tip the case up, there is still plenty of room to add any additional pieces that you might need. And once you finish packing your pieces, all you do is just take the bottoms of the trousers and fold them just over the top of the pieces that you have packed in your suitcase. Now, being the cold individual that I can be with my temperature and what have you, often again, if I'm out in the evening as the temperature starts to drop, I might feel the cold. So I've got a nice big camel shrug here again that will team up quite nicely with the trousers and skirts that I have already packed. So I'm just going to place that on the top of the case like so, and you will see that I can very easily zip up my case. There's plenty of room to fit in there, and that is me sorted for my business trip away. And with the pieces that I have packed in there, I would suggest easily I could manage a good 4 or 5 day trip. So that's the packing the suitcase element. Something I'd just like to share, a quick tip for the gentlemen or for us lovely wives, partners of the men in our lives. Another really quick tip is to start by taking one shirt on a hanger, take another shirt, undo it fully, place it over the shirt on the hanger, make sure that you tuck the sleeves of the bottom shirt into the sleeves of the shirt that you are layering over the top, and then what we do is just do the buttons up. Now this can be repeated as many times as you like. I'm just going to demonstrate with 2 shirts for ease today, but you could do this for a whole week's worth of shirts if you're away on a business trip. If the men in your lives like to be very coordinated, then obviously make sure that they put the shirts one on top of the other in the order that they would like to wear them. But this is also a great tip for holidaying, because you can literally just take the shirts out of the case on arrival at your destination, pop them onto a hanger, and you really are ready to go. So I've popped my 2 shirts together. I've done my buttons. No, I haven't. There we go. Thought I'd done my buttons up wrong. So one shirt layered over the other. So once you've layered up the number of shirts you need, just slip the hanger out from underneath. Now, you would again lie these on the bed, just fold the arms in as I demonstrated with the other pieces that we were packing earlier, and as with the other pieces I demonstrated, all you would do is just roll them up and pop them into your suitcase. So I hope the pieces that I've shared with you today will help you to pack with more ease and hopefully get through it all a bit quicker. If you'd like any more style tips, then do join me every Tuesday on my Facebook page where I post a top tip. Or alternatively, you can head over to my website, to my homepage, which is www.absoluteimage-uk.com, whereby you can download my top 10 style tips. As always, any feedback and comments always very gratefully received, but have yourselves a great one, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Okay, cheers, bye for now.